Hello, and welcome to another edition of All or Not According to Jack with your host, Jack Toledano. So, this is a subject that I'd like to talk about. So, there's been a lot of talk within the last month or so about the almighty Judas Priest, because they have released this album. Uh, Maybe you have it, hopefully you do, but uh, I gave it a mixed review, but others love it. But so now they are on tour. They have been on tour for a little while. They had a quick European leg. Now they're in the States. I know they're going to be coming near me in the near future to Albany, New York, in the next I don't know, couple of weeks. But so I was looking at ticket prices. I was contemplating going to see them, even though I'm a little iffy on the album. Some songs are great, though, like, for example, Serpent and the King, Invincible Shield, God is My Witness. Those are songs that I really like by them, but I digress. Um, so I was looking at ticket prices, maybe to go see them in Albany again. But I saw this thing called the Backstage Experience. So here's the deal with the Backstage Experience. Um, I believe the cost was 250 plus fees and tax and all that nice crap, all of that Ticketmaster and these sites like to tack on for you. Um, so with that, I believe, what do you get? You get to try on, and mind you, there is no promise of meeting the band. Absolutely not. I looked for that. Nowhere does it say that there is a confirmed or guaranteed meet and greet. So instead, what do you get for this price? You get to go backstage. You get to try on one of Rob Halford's jackets. You get to hold one of Richie Faulkner's, flying V guitars. Uh, what else do you get? You get a small bag of merch. You probably get the same T-shirt that I got when they had that release party down in Daytona Beach with the one-sided you know black T-shirt with the yellow print of the Invincible Shield logo, picture and everything. I think you get some picks or whatever other junk you get. You might get some signed stuff by the band. Um, and then there's it's almost like a mini museum. You can see, what can you see? You can see like old memorabilia and stuff, and maybe in like a table case or something to that effect. But basically, where I'm going with this, is it worth it? So on one of the Judas Priest Facebook sites, I asked that very question. So let's uh, let's see some of those comments. Here we go. So, question: is the backstage experience worth it? Oh, and also before I continue with the answer, uh, I think for another $200, in addition, if it's offered that night, you can also see the sound check experience. Now, there's a better chance you might see the band. So now let's see. You've now paid what, close to $300 in ticket and laminate and fees and all that shit. Then they tack on another 200, probably more fees for the sound check experience. Uh, so one person, and I'm going to read you some of the responses on Facebook. One guy, he said he paid close to $600 because then he had to buy a seat, and of course he wanted to sit, close to the stage. He wanted to be real. So this guy was out $600 before the end of the day. I mean, at the end of the day. So, but is this backstage experience worth it? So I'm going to read some of these comments. Uh, um, One guy, the last person who commented, said, "Never meet your heroes." Uh, so this guy, Corey F. Personally, for someone like myself that's been a lifelong fan, absolutely worth it, as is the sound check if you get that chance. I'll give you my opinion in a little while. Uh, what else? I did it in Joe R. I did it in Newark. Was a great experience. Uh, Lori G. To Joe R. Not meaning to be nosy, but did you get to meet Richie, Scott, or any of the back members during the backstage experience? I know it was phenomenal either way. And we didn't do it only because our fifth row seats were already so pricey. So, what is it? Didn't get to meet band members, spoke only with crew, had lots of fun playing with the lighting and boards, stage motorcycle, and wardrobe. Uh, like I said, I'll give you my opinion in a little while. Let's see what else. What does JP charge? Kiss you. Oh, White Horse Steve is this guy's handle. Kiss used to joke about their main security lead who had a penchant for younger female fans, exchange for backstage passes and invites. Didn't mean to offend, though it wasn't a joke either from their revenge tour days. Oh, well, we all know Gene Simmons was a real horn dog. Hope it didn't fall off, Gene. James C. just did it Saturday in Kalamazoo. The band didn't show, but they weren't guaranteed to do so. We got to play around with the sound and lighting board, talk to the techs behind the stage, and got to sit on Mr. Halford's motorcycle. Went to another room to see some of his jackets and got to handle one of Richie's guitars. I'm 60 and have been a huge fan since I was 18. It was pricey, but I'm not sorry I did it. To me, it was very cool. Good on you, buddy. If that floats your boat. Uh, Roosh M. We enjoyed it as well. So far, everybody has said they enjoyed it. This lady, Kelly A. I'm going to see them Mother's Day with my son. I splurged and got tickets for the backstage experience. I hope you enjoy it. Yes, it was pricey, but I can't take my money with me when I die. Well, unfortunately, my money is earmarked for a lot of other shit, including more concerts. So I'm gonna have to pass. Dusty A, somebody who finally agrees with me. Looks like a cash grab to me. Hard pass. Let's see. J. Panzer R. It's interesting. I had been in backstage for over 6 years working for a local crew company back in the days. The things you see sometimes are very amazing or disturbing. Uh, wow. John B. Kramer. Yes, even if we didn't get to meet any of the band members. Kevin B. If you're a big gearhead, I think so. If not, then it depends how financially stable you are. It was a cool experience for sure, but I'm a big gearhead. To each his own. You know, when you need a new roof for your second home upstate, and you have a lot of other expenses, and I have a milestone anniversary coming up in September, and might plan a trip. You know what? Got to watch the funds. Uh, Another guy did it in Kalamazoo, enjoyed the hell out of it. If you have the money, do it. Uh, Kevin H. again, uh, same guy. From what I hear, no group members ever show up. They know the fans are there and pay big money just to see a bunch of props and stuff. Surprise us. Show up for 5 minutes. My shirt was fucking $53. Not happy about that either. Well, I get you, man. Uh, I literally just paid. Where is it? Did I bring it in here? I literally just paid, I don't know, 45 for a freaking Uriah Heep shirt, but that was worth it. Uh, damn. Uh, this guy. Damn. 850 and 82. 1982. Those days are long gone, buddy. Um, okay, so, Paul S. Never meet your heroes. Never the heroes. Whatever. You get the gist. So this is where I'm going. You know, my biggest problem with this whole shenanigans is the fact that, you know what? So people that know me on Facebook and, from my channel and from Sea of Tranquility know that I just went and saw Saxon and Uriah Heep the other night out in Patchogue, Long Island. Um, they offered a meet and greet for $175. Now, if that's your thing, for me, that is much more worth it. For me, it probably wasn't worth it, only because really the only people I would be interested in meeting are, I don't know, Biff Byford of Saxon, Bernie Shaw, Uriah Heep, and Mick Box from Uriah Heep. The other guys, I mean, I barely know them. For me, it's about the music. I mean, the concerts were freaking amazing. Both bands put on a hell of a show. But again, uh, I want to go now that I've now seen KK Downing. I've seen Saxon and Uriah Heep this year. I'm looking to go see Symphony X early June. Uh, now I just heard that KK's Priest is coming back into the New York area in September, and they're bringing another favorite of mine, Accept. Love it. So this is where I prefer to spend my money. Uh, there, and who knows what other bands I might like to go see this year. But you know, to spend 280 for a backstage experience and an extra 200 for the soundboard experience, sound check experience, I'm sorry. It, as that one guy said, it's a real money grab, and I think you guys should be ashamed. How do you charge that kind of money and, for argument's sake, show up for a surprise meet and greet in Albuquerque, New Mexico, for example, but then you screw your fans in Denver, Colorado, or, you know, Aurora, Illinois, for Illinois, for example? How do you do that? You can't do that. I mean, when I saw Priest in March of 2018, I was even a little peeved that, you know what? I go to see them. Rob never addresses the crowd. He says hello once, and then he never talks to the crowd again. Uh, and then the next show in Newark, who shows up for the encore? Glenn Tipton. I mean, you either offer it to all your fans or you don't at all. Now, Glenn is more of a special case because he has Parkinson's and he has good days and bad days. So I get it. And I had a grandmother who suffered with it and died of it in the early 80s. So I'm a little more understanding. But to ask that kind of money, it's absurd. I mean, I realize, and that was another discussion I had on Facebook. Um, people ask, the why are the shirts so expensive? Why are the tickets and all these little extras so much more expensive? Well, because nowadays, and one thing I did agree with Gene Simmons on is that, these bands really don't get royalties for these albums anymore. And you know what? Gone are the days where you're going to sell 500,000 copies to go gold or 1 million copies to go platinum. Nowadays, if you sell, I don't know, 100,000 physical copies of CDs and records, actual vinyl, you're lucky because too many people, me included, have uh, Spotify. Now, I don't necessarily agree with it. I know that bands get a fraction of a penny for each listen. So that's crap. But I mean, it doesn't affect Taylor Swift, but other upcoming bands, yeah, it might hurt in the pocket a little bit. But that's why they have to charge these things. But I get that. A lot of more of these bands are doing the meet and greets, but to substitute, you can't do the meet and greets. That's fine, but don't charge all that money for a freaking backstage experience and the soundboard. That's garbage. $450? Come on, guys. You know, I'm not. I know you're doing this to make some money. I get that. You want to be able to put something in your pocket at the end of the day. But you know what? Don't rip your fans off. That's for me. That's not cool. So big faux pas for me. So anywho, so let me know, what do you think? Do you agree with me? Do you disagree? Um, I'd like to know. Maybe, you know what? Depending if we get a lot of answers, maybe I'll have a follow-up episode and talk about it some more. So that that's where we are. Jack Toledano, all or not, according to Jack. Uh, it was nice to meet some people the other night at the Saxon Uriah Heep show, and I did give out some of my new business cards the other night. So if you happen to go to the Symphony X show on June 2nd at Mulcahy's in Wanto, New York, just under the Long Island Railroad train station, I will be there. Come say hello, and I will talk soon. Please subscribe if you haven't. You'd really be helping me out. So thank you so much. Hit the like button, and we'll talk soon. Coming up, my next stream set list, which I'm about to change my shirt and record. And next Monday night, I will be on the Hudson Valley Squares with Pete Pardo and company to talk about recent concerts that we attended, be it Saxon Uriah Heep or Queensryche and Armored Saint. I will be there, and it will be a very fun discussion, and we'll, talk more about it at that time. And who knows, I might even ask the question about these meet and greets and backstage experiences, etc., etc. So, toodaloo.